So ladies and gentlemen, the MLG Spring Championship Day 1 continues here at the StarCraft 2 stage. We've got Demuslim leading 1-0 versus Sasquatch from Complexity. Who will win? Stick around and find out. We'll be right back. We are back, and it's time for game number 2 between Demuslim and Sasquatch. We're going to be moving on to MLG Whirlwind for the next map. I'm DJ Wheat.
And I'm Day 9. Whirlwind is a pretty tricky map because it's just so open all game long. It's not like with the Belshi or Vestige where if you control a few key points, you're like, all right, things have become simpler. The game continues to be crazy all game long. There's no way to cover all angles of the map. You get air or ground, so Zergling counterattack's always going to be there. A medevac drop's always going to be there. And of course, the Nidus Worm, we've been seeing a lot more of it. Hope to see it in this match. Always going to be a tremendous threat on this map.
Just making sure that both players are ready. And then we will go ahead and get started as soon as we get the okay. Whirlwind, and you're right, big 4-player map.
You know, it makes me wonder if Sasquatch is going to adjust the sort of play that he did last game, because I think he was kicking himself a little bit for that late Roach speed. He could have done that attack about a minute earlier.
I was going to ask you, you know, he did have Roaches out at that time. He was defending against the original 6 Hellions with them. So, you know, I kind of felt, as you mentioned, well, he's going to be going for Roach speed, and he had the Roach numbers, but I think more importantly, what did Demuslim not have early on to be able to defend it? You know, hindsight's 20/20. We'll never know. We'll never know. Here we are. Let's introduce our players. In the northwest position as the Red Terran. From Team Evil Geniuses, give it up for Demuslim.
Down in the bottom left-hand corner, showcase that he does have what it takes to take out Demuslim, but needs to clean that play up, stay a little more focused. Can he avoid nerves getting to him under the bright lights? From Team Complexity, it is Sasquatch.
Sasquatch finding that perfect moment in his build where he builds that Overlord, and he's got like 5 seconds. He doesn't have to do anything. Takes a drink of water. And you know, Sasquatch has had a smile on his face throughout this whole matchup, and one of the reasons why I've always liked him as a North American player, because he's a solid individual. You can tell he's having fun playing the game, and he's got some skills. So can he come back from a 1-game deficit? I think Demuslim saying he's looking for that confidence, feeling confident, has that experience. I think winning game 1 just amplifies that quite a bit.
This is a good map to be playing on as Zerg, because Zerg really does have control for the first 13 minutes. The Hellions are not really going to be doing too much damage. They're not going to be messing with you too much. I mean, maybe if Hellback drops begin to pop in there, but that never really seemed too much like the Muslim style. We haven't seen that out of him too much. Generally, it's all straight biomine. So I do think that Sasquatch is going to be able to comfortably stay focused, do his thing, until that 2-2 hits for Demuslim.
Now we're going to have some SCV harassment on this SCV, building the command center. Of course, pretty standard practice to bring out second one. Oh, he didn't repair on that drone, only needed one more hit, but he knew he had to get away, and so a third SCV is pulled to get rid of that. But more importantly, that does take away from some of the time of building that CC as he had to fight and engage with that drone. Meanwhile, the barracks going up as well, and that drone staying alive, 13 hit points. I don't know that he's actually really stopping the CC anymore, but damage is done.
He's going to see that red SCV. The chase begins. Now, that's great reaction there by Sasquatch. I mean, thus far, Demuslim's had to have at least an SCV pulled off at all points in time. Totally counteracts the fact that this drone scouts out. Look at this greedy play by Sasquatch. Hatch, drone up to 18, gas, drone back up to 18, and then build a pool. His pool is starting when most late spawning pool builds finishes, so I mean, he is really late.
He is. He did, I think in the last game, he went triple hatch, pool, then gas, got the gas a little bit later, speed delay just a little bit as well. So definitely making sure the moment that pool finishes, he will have enough gas to start his speed. And then we'll have to see, does he take off right away or does he then go for it? We got a bunker at the front here for Demuslim. So the first Marines are coming out and the orbitals are being morphed in both sides. Main almost finished. Factory going down as well. It means we'll see the reactor coming out next after 50 gas from the Terran. The second Marine pops out. Now, what does he do with that? Yeah, he took off gas after speed.
This is, I think, such a clever way to play for Sasquatch. He's battling the big, heavy macro Terran by doing something so stupidly macro heavy. Most Terrans still won't really be able to deal with it, again, up until around 14 minutes. So I think Sasquatch is trying to position himself to do the exact same Rochi push again. Demuslim's doing everything by the book standard. In a moment, he should be getting up a command center. He's moving an SCV out to do so, but look at this. He would normally be able to build it right now. Remember that SCV that was being pulled off mining? Can't do it. It's got to wait a little bit. That should be started before the factory is done, but it's being started afterwards.
And
the little ripples in time.
Yes, it can happen, huh? Switch on the factory to the reactor. Still on one gas at this point. Going to bust out some of these Hellions. We've just seen drones come out here for Sasquatch. He's getting a few more queens, and the speed is about ready to complete. Sasquatch at this point has complete map control. As you mentioned, 6 minutes in, he's got the towers. His overlords are placed in good strategic locations, especially considering that we've got a northwest and a southwest spawn. You want to have the overlords there on the west side of the map to watch for drops especially. But full wall here for Demuslim, the first two Hellions going out.
There we see the Roach Warren going down. Now what Sasquatch should be doing is soon enough, once that second gas is done, he needs to go third gas, Evo, fourth gas layer. He needs to begin stockpiling the gas, getting his upgrades, and accelerating the pace of this build. 10 Zerglings come out, and the timing couldn't be more impeccable. Look at this. Boom! Speedlings out to greet those Hellions. What nice timing there by Sasquatch.
Yeah, there's two additional Hellions on the map. They certainly don't want to go in just as this pair, but as they begin to team up, and is he going to be going up to 6? It does look like he will be going up to 6, doing something similar to what he did last time. In fact, the same build, pretty much, Sean, as he's going to make the tech lab on the barracks, then start a second one, start stim almost immediately. But how much control can Demuslim have with these Hellions? He hasn't even cleared out the watchtower quite yet. Will he go in for some sort of maybe a run-by attack?
So everything coming out of Demuslim is just straight, standard, solid play. Sasquatch, great build, but is missing those extra geysers. We see that the 2 evolution chambers are done, not enough gas to research upgrades out of them, which means that the layer is going to be even further delayed. That layer needs to get started by around 8:45. I don't think there's going to be any chance it even gets started close to that.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I mean, you would think that we have 2 more gases at the 3rd, but again, they still do seem pretty late. And then 6 Hellions coming in from the back. No roaches here really to defend. Only the Queen there. 1 blast from the Hellions, do some damage, but he is not going to commit to that attack. He does not want to lose those Hellions like he did in game number 1.
Carapace has been started, no +1 attack. Demuslim is already well on his way, finishing up his 1-1. There's the layer, there's the Baneling nest, but where is the +1 attack? I don't think Sasquatch realizes that he's not using them there. Finally, we have +1 melee coming out. It's going to be a different build. He's not actually going for this roach play. He's already up to close to 70 drones. Sasquatch has already got up a really nice economy.
Yeah, he does. It's looking very, very good. 67 drones and the 49 SCVs of Demuslim. He is now starting to get his gas. There he finally takes that final gas inside the main. His lair has begun, but again, a 9-minute, 44-second lair. In the last game, it was 10 minutes. He's going to get a little bit sooner out. One thing, especially with the Queens that came so early, the creep spread is not that fantastic from Sasquatch right now. There's no connection from the natural to the 3rd as well. And the Hellions, there was an open doorway there, but they decided they just wanted to take a peek and didn't want to go in.
Zergling micro from Sasquatch, very nice, trying to whip around on all sides, and he gets the surround. Excellent job here by Sasquatch. Will he be able to pinch him? He does. Absolutely flawless surround there by Sasquatch. Demuslim's vision has dropped to nothing.
And 26 Lings after that. Immediately taking out those Hellions, knowing that he's got full map control outside of the wall of the Terran. 26 Lings are on the way. A few Banelings are going to be morphing in. The Spire also going down, along with Burrow and centrifugal hooks for the Baneling speed. Are we going to see an attempted bust? And will the now 3 tanks this time from Demuslim be enough to stop?
I mean, Demuslim is playing very, 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 very defensive, but his 2-2 is late. That should be getting started quite a bit earlier. Should be able to finish just before 14. It's going to finish at like 14:30. We're already seeing +1 Carapace en route for Sasquatch. We're seeing his +1 melee also wrapping up, and there we see the centrifugal hooks halfway done right now. 4th base done. Both players have set themselves up for like near perfect macro.
And now the, there they go, the Zerglings. No, they weren't. Oh, I think he thought he cleared them away, but they are not cleared away. Oh, there's several more Zerglings, that's why. Stims in, takes out what's there. Delayed 3rd just by a little bit, but the 4th now up and operational here for Sasquatch. His army right now, his standing army, just Ling, Baneling, and Roaches. That Baneling speed is about ready to finish, and 2-2 is on the way. Again, note that delay where Carapace is a little bit faster than Melee at this point.
10 is now coming up. Sasquatch has not yet gotten additional geysers at his 4th base. We haven't seen any drops out of Demuslim. He is just going for big old macro. I mean, his 2nd factory is already done and is almost going to have the alligator cliff upgrade coming out any second. Still no real attempt from Demuslim to move down his ramp. He is playing. Look at his actual expansion. He has like 3 full bunkers. His tank siege. He's not even sending units to the 3rd.
Yeah, but there he's going to unsiege and take everything out. SCVs are going over to the 3rd. His first medevacs now out as well.
Banelings at the right.
Uh-oh.
Centrifugal hooks are done. The Mutalisks are going to begin harassing at the left side. He's going to try to distract Demuslim. There's a distracted. Is he going to begin moving in? I'm so nervous about the Banelings at the right.
Oh, man, and there's so many Lings over here. And you know what? This is that scary moment where then the wall is down as well. He's thinning out his army just a little bit. There's not a whole lot of missile turrets around the base. And, ooh, this is really scary. Could hit from both fronts. And I don't know that Demuslim has enough here at the front.
I mean, if Sasquatch can pick off one. On the right side, we see the Lings, Banelings moving up to the 3rd base. How long will it take Demuslim to notice? How long? Is it going to be too long? Is it going to be too long?
Nice.
Oh, the SCVs barely escaped with their. Oh, the burrow play from Sasquatch. What a nice move. Burrowed underneath there with 2 of those Banelings and look up in the middle of the map. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Look at that That's beautiful.
And that's going to take out 13 SCVs right there. And, I mean, this is a scary, scary army for Demuslim. I mean, look at what is out here. If he even gets the links close to those tanks, there's just no way he's going to be able to dish out the damage to take all this out. And now we have the Mutas moving in.
Mines.
Widow Mines.
Picks off one.
Yeah, I think he wanted to go after those tanks pretty badly, but the moment he saw those Widow Mines, backed off. Now we've got some Marines in the main to try to defend against these Mutas. Currently still at 0-0, but +1 is about to begin.
And it looks like he will not finish, or not kill off that reactor before those mines pop out. So Demuslim also has to decide where does he want to place his mines. Normally the way that players decide where to place them is, well, they're on the offensive, they're attacking a lot. But those 3 tanks that were built at the start of the game have completely stilted Demuslim's ability to be aggressive. So right now this means that Sasquatch has been able to take total map control, is taking a 5th base, is getting a hive up. Soon enough we'll see 3-3 chitinous plating on the Ultralisk, and maybe if we're lucky we'll see the Zergling Adrenal upgrade. And then we're going to be seeing a 5 base, a 10 gas Zerg. That's nearly impossible to beat.
We got another Widow Mine, but it's going to be taken out. Of course, a Overseer added.
Oh my God. Whoa.
So close. So close. And another attack over on the 3rd base of Demuslim. Actually, it's now walled off. But he is trying to make some advances over here. We've got a medevac moving out on the east side of the map. Again, note the Overlord placement and the vision of Sasquatch. It's remarkable. It's going to see everything. However, he's extended so far out with the bases.
No. Bailey landmine. Oh my God. Oh my God. In the middle of the map. Demuslim moved over Bailey landmine. He's moving back over him. Oh no. God. Sasquatch, no. No. Oh man. In the meantime, Sasquatch was able to take out that medevac, but oh my God, he had a perfect shot on that twice.
He did. You usually only get 1 chance, but he had 2. He did get a corner of those Marines, and Demuslim is moving forward now.
This is
big because...
Where's the mines? Where are the tanks? Where are the mines? Where are the tanks? Where's anything? Sasquatch moving in at a great angle, and there's nothing to kill off Banelings in this force anywhere. Sasquatch overrunning Demuslim from so many sides. I mean, Sasquatch has overwhelming numbers of units. Ultra Cavern coming up, 62 Lings in production. Demuslim has been completely cut down.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only benefit there is that his tanks remain intact. There were no Widow Mines, and I mean, he could have used the Widow Mines. You were asking where the hell they were, and I think Demuslim was probably asking the exact same question. So try to make another attack on the 3rd. Keep in mind, like, we have another command center finished for Demuslim, but it is going to be very difficult for him to take a 4th if Sasquatch is doing his job right.
He's setting off the mines, and here comes the shove. With 3K, 1K in the bank, Sasquatch rolls in with more Zerg units than Demuslim can handle. And oh no, the Widow Mine connects with the Overseer, not the Baneling pack. All the workers at the 3rd base are no longer. And the Mutalisk sweep in, picking up the remaining remnants. Medevacs start to fall one at a time. A near flawlessly executed macro game from Complexity Sasquatch.
And another, unfortunately, bad Widow Mine hit. And sometimes, you know, you kind of leave it to the fates to see how it's going to work out. But here we've got Sasquatch moving forward. Demuslim right now defending with several Marines. He's going to try to push this back, but what I fear is the next push coming out from Sasquatch that will include 7 Ultralisks, 36 additional Lings, and his 3-3 is on the way. This 3rd base is having a very hard time getting back up. It looks like the 4th is established, but it's not doing anything right now.
The SCVs are the natural vulnerable. Demuslim at a 99 supply, dropping below 100, while Sasquatch stays maxed. I mean, Demuslim is having a brutal time against this as it is. With Adrenal Gland. Oh my God, Adrenal Gland's finished for Zergling.
Oh, big hit on those Mutas. 2 Marines going to be able to take out 1, 2 additional ones. Some move in, but that may be the end of the Mutas here. But does it matter? Because don't forget, check out this little army right here. The Ultras. How many Marauders do we have on the field? 8. This is not going to be good for Demuslim.
Widow Mine doesn't even get the opportunity to go off. Demuslim now burrowing more Widow Mines. They go off, but connect with the Ultralisk. Not dealing critical damage needed to pick off that big pack of Banelings. The Marauders eat the shot. Another Zergling detonation on a Widow Mine. Sasquatch plays great, gets a good game.
Tied 1 game apiece. Sasquatch happy with that victory, obviously. And we are going to go on to a game number 3. You mentioned in Whirlwind that was one of the things that could happen. You know, Demuslim, I'm not sure why he moved out there without that support, but tried to deal with what he had left, and it was not a whole lot. He just kind of got run over there.
That is not the Demuslim we are used to seeing. It seemed the nerves have gotten to him. Can he pull it together? Can he play the way that we've seen him play so many days on his stream? It's time to find out. Game number 3, guys. Stay tuned.
Has to break this army. There's no Marines. They ditched the tanks.
Oh no, the Hellbat's going to be dropped on top. STC is going to lose every single one of his tanks. Pros being pulled, but the SCV is coming at the perfect